The violent shootout among rival biker groups in Waco, Texas is putting new attention on outlaw motorcycle gangs. The gangs can be responsible for everything from drug trafficking to prostitution and more. The FBI says they're a national security threat. William Queen is a retired federal agent who spent 28 months undercover with an outlaw motorcycle gang, one of the most successful infiltrations in American history. He wrote about his experience in the book Under and Alone. Billy, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Jeff.
Let me start with this, Billy. How worried are you tonight about revenge attacks?
I'm not too worried about it right now. I believe that both of those organizations know that the eyes of the nation are on them right now. And I don't believe that they're going to be stupid enough to pull something with everybody watching right now.
You're talking about the Cossacks and the Bandidos. Talk a little bit about how big those groups are and what they do.
Well, the Cossacks are not necessarily that big of an organization. However, the Bandidos are probably the largest outlaw biker gang in the world right now. At least as big as the Hells Angels, but probably number-wise maybe a little bit bigger. So it's David and Goliath.
So if you're the Cossacks, Billy, what are you doing getting involved in a fight with the Bandidos?
You know, the Cossacks, we're getting tired of being pushed around and pretty much called it on the Bandidos. There wasn't violence that was going on, but it was kind of building up. And they were there to kind of talk about this thing at that coalition meeting. And it led from a parking space dispute to full-fledged gun battle.
Billy, from what you've seen, how have outlaw biker gangs and what they do changed in the last 10 or 15 years?
They haven't really changed. They've been violent ever since the inception, and that continues today, as everybody can see out there in Texas. The violence that occurs between these gangs is an ongoing problem. It just not to this magnitude, but they're killing each other all the time.
Billy, what do these outlaw biker gangs do?
You know, it's a camaraderie thing for them. It's being king of the mountain. They get together. It's a brotherhood thing. Unfortunately for everybody, there's a disproportionate number of really violent people inside these organizations. There's a disproportionate number of hard criminals that are inside. And those organizations, they tolerate it. And so tolerating that type of activity is going to bring what happened out in Texas. But it happens on a smaller scale all the time. And there's drug running that goes on. They're stealing motorcycles all the time. There's extortions, prostitution. That's just the nature of the outlaw biker world.
Are these clubs, in your estimation, more or less of a priority than they were when you were working undercover?
I believe they're less of a priority now simply because of national security, because what has gone on around the world. The worry now about the Muslim terrorist thing has taken priority over a lot of criminal activity out there.
Your work undercover was responsible, if I'm correct, for 53 convictions. Yes. Do you think the government needs to place more undercover operatives inside these gangs to eliminate these threats?
They do. The only way you're going to hurt these violent organizations like that is to have somebody inside. Simply because of the witness intimidation that goes on, the code of silence, it's very, very difficult to prosecute these organizations. You're just not going to hurt them unless you got somebody inside.
All right, Billy Queen, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, Jeff. Thank you.